Hypixel Skyblock, a game we all can't get enough of. No matter how hard we try to stop or touch grass, the impending return always occurs. Each individual player creating their own journey, mapping their own progression, creating history. Mining, fishing, slayers, dungeons, foraging, stranded, Iron Man. You name it, Skyblock has something for you. Whether you're looking for a casual gaming experience, or the 18-hour-a-day no-shower sweat grind, you won't be alone. There are various types of Skyblock players. First of all, we have to take a look at the players that have literally just started playing the game, or the nons. These players will likely be found dying to the wolves in the hub, have no more than 100 magical power, and wonder why they still deal negative damage. Next up, the Juju Non. The Juju Non will be found exclusively using a Juju shortbow, 3/4 Shadow Assassin armor, a Zombie Knight chestplate, and a skeleton pet. These players rarely have an IQ greater than 10. Then we have the AH or Bazaar Flippers. These players will have billions of coins in the bank, but still have a skill average of no more than 25. They usually still use either a Livid Dagger or a Flower of Truth as their main weapon. And every one of the sentences starts with, "back in my day." Similarly, we have the Lowballers. These guys are usually pretty shady. Picture the one guy who hangs around on the street corner selling pirated copies of Madagascar 2. We then have the Casual Gamers. They make up the bulk of the Skyblock community. They rarely touch grass, however, in contrast to all other types of players, they may shower at least once a week and celebrate their family members' birthdays. Finally, onto the Elitists. These are the players who make all other players feel like scum. They don't recognise the existence of anyone who is under the red level prefix. These players will always be nicked. They're also known to spit on anyone who asks them a question. Talking of questions, I've got a question for you. Did you know that I have a creator code? That's right, use code NITROS at checkout on anything on the Hypixel store for 5% off. You should also totally hit that subscribe button. Join the Discord server, it's linked in the description while you're there. Why do we play Skyblock? There is undoubtedly something special about this game. Countless players claim to be quitting the game, only to come crawling back to the game days, weeks or months later. It's an addiction that's hard to overcome. But what really keeps people playing this game day in, day out? Is it the desire to know if the elusive foraging update will ever be released? After all, the wizard told us to come back in 3 to 5 business days for over 2 years, and the rift is still very new. Is it that one person who loot shares an RNG drop from your own Slayer boss? Or is it that one guy who steals your titanium when mining Mithril? I mean, at least they could have asked. Is it that core member who griefs your island? Could it be when you misclick and massively overpay for an item? Is it when you get a DM from a shady guy on Discord and proceed to click the link that he sent, called notarat.org? Your reasoning for playing Hypixel Skyblock will be completely different to the next person's. However, one thing is consistent. Most of us are addicted to this game. But to understand why that is, we need to discover who made us want to play Skyblock. Some players consider themselves OGs. Maybe you've even helped to test Skyblock back when it was in development. A huge number of players saw their favourite YouTubers playing an upcoming game. That game was Skyblock. And the rest was history. Some popular names from back in the day include the GOAT Technoblade.
That one day we'll look back at where we started and be amazed by how far we've come.
Tommy Innit, Time Duo, and way more. Others followed, but back in that time period, you'd be lying to say a Technoblade upload didn't put a smile on your face. Way back when times were simpler. Nowadays, popular creators such as Refraction, 30 Virus, Swavey, Ben Clark, Will Water Prism, and many others may ring a bell. Some of you may even be playing Skyblock because of me. Yep, you guys are unlucky. At the end of the day, times change. Different factors and or people have inspired you or will inspire you to play the game. But it's more than just a game. It's a community. A community that has your back and is there when you most need it. Anyway, we also must understand what Skyblock players work towards. Aside from an array of skills, most Skyblock players aim to one day obtain the Hyperion. the best and most iconic weapon in the game, costing a whopping 2 billion coins, decimating the fiercest competition in seconds, and bringing a smile to your face every time you right-click your mouse. This is no ordinary iron sword. Its right-click force is said to be of that greater than the meteor impact that wiped out the dinosaurs. If a Hyperion isn't your cup of tea, then you might as well opt for the Terminator. This is a unique short bow that shoots 3 arrows at once, and above anything, it's part of the reach of a Jujunon. This mighty bow can set you back well over 1 billion coins, and requires players to have some sort of level of competence in Enderman Slayer. Alternatively, they could just buy carries. Moving on. Skyblock has had its ups and its downs. Just the same as pretty much every other game that's ever released, it's had its issues. But just how big of a game really is Hypixel Skyblock? With an average concurrent player base of around 47,000, this puts Hypixel Skyblock within the realm of games such as Terraria, Payday 2, FIFA 23, Destiny 2, Red Dead 2, and many more. Putting things into perspective, Cyberpunk 2077, which was supposed to be one of the greatest games ever to be released on launch, a game that claimed it would top GTA 5, has almost half of the average concurrent player base of Hypixel Skyblock. Skyblock, a game mode within a server on a game. The sheer size of the Skyblock game mode on Hypixel is a massive achievement in itself. Ever since that fateful day in 2019 when Hypixel Skyblock finally launched, player after player after player have been creating their own unique paths. But now it's time to recap over some of Skyblock's most memorable and iconic moments over the past few years. To kick things off, we have Technoblade winning the Hypixel Skyblock election and becoming the mayor. Moving on to the one-off special mayor Dante being elected, Skyblock's first ever dictator. Dante enforced rules such as doubling all AH and Bazaar tax, a 2-coin toll for travelling between islands. He cancelled regular special events. He even decreased sunlight to prevent sunburn. Did this bozo never know about Factor 50? We have of course the Wizard Tower and all of its wizardry, 2 to 3 years on now delivering us an update. Also, talking of recent times, we've just faced one of the worst economical failures within Skyblock history with the great hyperinflation of 2023. We have had it all. Us Skyblockers are adaptable when forced. Well, that's all for today. Let me know if you want to see videos similar to this in the future. If you have enjoyed today's video, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one.